Morning, everyone. So today we have the ultimate one-stop shop for business training. I will just share my screen and get you on the PowerPoint. Alrighty. So first of all, guys, focus, turn everything off, put your phone on airplane mode, pay attention like you would at a live in-person event. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything out of this. And if you need to pause and come back when you can focus, do that. Don't have other tabs open, be messaging, be creating, doing stuff, because you won't take any of it in. Just give me 1 second, sorry. I was trying to get Haley to come on the Hangout because I've had a funny voice and I don't know if I'm going to get through the entire thing, but I don't know if it's going to work, so we'll see how we go. So why doTERRA? It's a genuine opportunity to create residual income, 65 plus % retention. I think it's actually 68% retention compared to an industry average of 6 to 12%. So retention is people that open an account and then continue to reorder, which means you're constantly not on the hamster wheel. So the owners have integrity, they're debt-free, there's no outside interest or funding, and they lead with powerful products that sell regardless of the opportunity. They are the largest essential oil company in the world, and they're part of a $1 trillion wellness industry. So people are hungry for natural solutions free of side effects that actually work, and it's optimal timing and a massive opportunity. So 120 plus markets are open worldwide. And of course, we have our compact sourcing, completely pure oils, the purest in the world, Healing Hands, which is the philanthropic side of doTERRA, and the opportunity to make a real difference. So that's a very brief overview of how amazing this company are. Over 100 essential oils are sourced from more than 40 nations, and we're sourcing where plants thrive most. So you can jump on the doTERRA YouTube channel and watch incredible compact sourcing videos to really get a feel of the impact we're making globally by sourcing oils where they naturally thrive. So why do you want to build a doTERRA business? Get really clear on that, because it's going to help you when things get tough. So to create financial freedom, time freedom, have the opportunity to make a real difference, being of service, holidays and expense paid, the incentive trips, presidential diamond trip when you get to that level, and your dream holidays that you want to take with your family, global and local travel, having your needs met and being able to help others. Obviously, no commute, no boss, and being part of an amazing community. I love all my doTERRA friends, both in my team and my crossline buddies, and everyone that comes together and is so supportive and beautiful. Unlimited earning potential. So it's not based on, having to climb the corporate ladder. It's not based on your tertiary and business qualifications. It's how much work you're willing to put in and how many people you help. And the opportunity to do some significant personal growth and development. So this shows you the earning potential at each rank. And I've also put from silver and above the entry level, so what you're likely to receive when you first hit that rank, so that you're not, feeling irritated when you hit and you're not instantly earning the average. It does take time to get that as your uni level and your volume in your business grows, And for example, you might be gold, but you might have a silver leg or even a diamond leg and 2 premier legs. So it's based on the average earning, but you can see their entry level earnings as well, so you can get a really good idea. Entry level at silver, 15,000. But average 26,000, entry level gold 45,000, but average 57,000 a year. And diamond, you're still entry level earning a 6-figure income, and that can go up to a multiple 6-figure income. Presidential diamond entry level approximately 750,000 and can go up to 1.32 million and beyond. So Fast Start is based on enrollership, and it's 3 generations deep. It doesn't matter where they are placed or sponsored. So I enroll my sister. I receive 20% on my sister's orders for her first 60 days. My sister enrolls my mum. My sister receives 20% on my mum's order. I receive 10% on my mum's order because I enrolled my sister and she enrolled my mum. My mum enrolls my grand. Mum will receive 20% on grand's orders. My sister will receive 10% on grand's orders, and I receive 5% on grand's orders. for whatever she orders in her first 60 days, and then it will go on to uni level. So uni level will long-term be your biggest check, help everyone everywhere, not just qualifiers. You don't just get paid on 7 levels. Dynamic compression means the commissions go up to the next person. See the arrows down the bottom? So basically flip it on its head. It will go up to the next person that is on 100 PVLRP and is the correct rank. So it's going to skip people that aren't at the correct rank or not placing their LRP order, and it will always find someone to pay out to. It's an extremely generous compensation plan, but obviously this doesn't mean just build never-ending legs in depth. You don't want to build too deep because it is 7 levels dynamic compression, not never-ending levels of dynamic compression. I try and keep my enrollments in my first 6 levels where possible. But of course, if there's, lots of people not placing LRP and people not rank advancing and not engaged, it could be different. Although if they wake up, eventually it will cut you off your uni level as well. So get to silver and above as fast as possible for maximum uni level, because then you'll start receiving 7% and it won't all skip and roll up above you. Power of 3, remember that these positions are prime real estate, so consider people who are open to doing classes and committing to LRP or want to build. Don't let Power 3 distract you from rank advancing. That is something that I did in my first 6 months. I was enrolling a massive amount of people and just purely building for Power 3. But I was finding I was spreading myself too wide and too thin and really struggling to rank advance. So actually placing people for rank can help you fill your Power 3 in over time, help it fill itself in over time, and you get the best of both worlds. But do remember that those frontline positions are prime real estate. So it might be better to take a little bit longer to achieve that rather than just jamming the first 3 people you enroll straight on your front line, especially if they don't want to build a business. Consider starting to build a leg and then place someone in that frontline position when you find someone open to sharing and building. So I never understood what these pluses and different bits on the leadership pools meant. So I'd love for you guys to understand that. Yeah, silver, gold, and platinum. So silvers receive approximately 1 share. And what's really cool about this is it's a share of global company volume. So, sorry, I've got a plane going over. So that means that when you are helping other people out and when you're not in a mindset of competition and poaching and all this nasty business, and you're just helping everyone succeed no matter whose team they're on, you're actually benefiting financially anyway. Not that it would matter because we're in a culture of just loving the joy of helping everyone rise together, but you do actually benefit. So silvers receive 1 of these shares, which is around $190. Golds receive 5, which is around $950, and platinums receive 10, which is around $2,000. And also, you get a bonus when a personal enrollment of yours that you still hold enrollership of hits elite for the first time, and you maintain silver, gold, or platinum the month they hit. So you'll get an extra bonus of $190 every time a new personal enrollment hits elite for the first time. Empowerment bonus is a newer bonus that doTERRA brought on for those foundational ranks, because as you're starting to build your business, obviously you're not making a diamond or blue or presidential income from day one. You do need to create that foundation, but this bonus was created to really support you with extra income while you are in the foundational stages of business. So every month that you maintain Premier or Silver, you get paid at that rank and enroll minimum of 1 person with 100 PV in the same month. You will receive an empowerment bonus of approximately 190 to 260 extra commission depending on the month. I think it does sit up pretty high around 250, 260, or I think I was even told 290 the other day. So it's a solid bonus. It more than pays for your order of essential oils that you need to place. So it's awesome. And these are the diamond above pools, guys. These are all in US dollars, obviously, because I've taken them straight from the compensation plan and from US leadership slides. So diamonds get 1 share of the diamond performance and 3 shares of the diamond pool every month that you maintain and hit diamond. So that's around 4,150 US. Blues get 2 shares of the diamond, 3 shares of the blue pool, around 12,800 US. Presidentials get 3 shares of diamond, 3 shares of pres pool, and it's approximately 27,900 to 36,900 US. You also get bonus. Instead of the silvers through platinums get bonus for new elites, your diamonds will get bonus for new premiers. So as long as you maintain diamond and you hold enrollership of this new premier, they have to be your enrollment. The first month they hit premier for the first time, you'll get 2,250 US bonus. Blue diamonds will get a bonus for new personally enrolled premiers the first month they hit of 4,700 US. Presidentials get bonuses for both premiers and silvers. So they get $1,300 US for new premiers, but they also get $8,000 to $11,000 US for new personally enrolled silvers the first month they hit. So that's pretty friggin' awesome. These are on top of your Fast Start, Unilevel, and Power 3 bonuses, guys. So massive checks as you start to hit these leadership ranks. So how do we get to these leadership ranks like Diamond? So a question for you, is it possible to get to the rank of Elite? The rank of Elite is 3,000 overall volume anywhere in your business, which is based on PV of product. So a home essentials kit in Australia is worth 235 PV. So it's basically 12 home essential kits plus a fractionated coconut oil each. But they can be your enrollments, they can be other people in your business's enrollments, they can be LRP orders, they can be standard orders, they can be buy one, get one free orders. All of that volume in a single calendar month will contribute to you ranking Elite. So whether it takes you a single class, a month, 6 months, 12 months, is it possible to get to Elite? Yes, heck yes. Can you help other people get to Elite? Help 3, you will achieve the rank of Silver. Help 9 under 3 silvers and you will achieve the rank of Platinum. And help 12 people hit the rank of Elite under 4 silvers and you'll hit the rank of Diamond. So it's super achievable. So how do we rank Elite? As I mentioned, equivalent to 12 home essentials kits plus fractionated coconut oil. That's just an example. Or any combination of LRP orders, standard orders, your enrollments, and other people's members enrolling people in a single calendar month. Elite is about belief in the product, guys. So be using your oils, be watching doTERRA YouTube channel, be checking out your Modern Essentials book and your Emotions and Essential Oils book. Really diving into loving, using, and experiencing your oils, and that's how you will inspire others and share the product because you believe in it and you love it so much and it's making a difference in your life and you have powerful personal experiences. So remember P.I.P.E.S. Obviously set your LRP template to 100 PV plus to receive commissions. Order 1 or more Empower kits on your LRP. Do your mindset, personal development, vision, and goals. Explore your back office and doTERRA University, which is on doTERRA.com website. You can check out doTERRA University for some training videos about how to use your back office. Connect and share your experiences naturally. Do your names list and invite 45 plus to learn more. And this is a helpful script. Are you open to natural ways to take care of your health? I'm teaching people how to use essential oils. Are you open to hosting / coming to a class? Present to 30 plus people, so 6 to 8 classes in a month, and book your classes from your classes. Check out Healthy Munchkin's YouTube channel, and Alison Bartolo, and also later in this presentation, I'll give you another really easy trick to book classes from classes. So you want to enroll 15 plus members and do your wellness consult lifestyle overview. You can get the wellness consult from sharesuccess.com/library. You want to continue to further educate your community and discover whether they want to live, share, or build with doTERRA. Offer to help them get their oils for free and share and teach classes for them to help them do that, and work out where to place people within 14 days. In terms of placements, it's really important that you set yourself up from the beginning, even when if you've just started and you're going for the rank of Elite. Start building 2 legs, but obviously trying to have people at the top of those legs that are open to placing their LRP, having you come teach classes with them and potentially building a business. And as you can see, the middle option here sets you up best for silver. So then starting that 3rd leg, which will both support your Power 3 and your rank advancement. So what might stop you from sharing? Are you scared of selling? Are you worried about rejection? Are you worried about judgment? A tool that I find really helpful for supporting me with those things is tapping or emotional freedom technique. And I love Brad Yates' YouTube videos because he's excellent at channeling exactly how I'm feeling. He's really funny. He's really direct. They're short. He doesn't, wank on for 5 hours at the beginning and end like I've seen some videos. So one really good one for this sphere is try the tapping video. It's free on YouTube, valuing what you have to offer, fear others won't. So Brad and I do run a specific tapping into network marketing success e-course about every 6 months. So yeah, a great course to do to get rid of all the fears and limiting beliefs that come up when you're running your own network marketing business. Also, one thing that I find really helpful that keeps me sharing when I go into that fear of rejection or being scared of selling is thinking about what if the person that shared doTERRA with me hadn't, because they were held back by their own fear. So I think about how my life would look now, and before doTERRA, I had very little hope. I was extremely physically and emotionally unwell. I hated working for other people. It does not suit someone on the spectrum, trust me, or really most people don't like their jobs or like their boss or like the commute. So I was unhappy. I didn't have a financial plan for my future. I didn't have an amazing community in my life. So imagine if the person that shared oils with me hadn't done that. There wouldn't be a lot more lives that have been changed and supported by me sharing the oils with other people, and by helping other people create abundance and financial freedom and love and believe in themselves as well. So I wouldn't have these oils opportunity and community in your life, and neither would you if the person that shared with you didn't do that. So don't take that away from others. Let them decide for themselves. And as I say, hashtag don't be a dick, share the oils. So remember, back to P.I.P.E.S again, guys. This is like the crux of your business at all times. We now have the amazing Empowered Success series as well, but P.I.P.E.S is basically prepare, invite, present, enroll, and support. And these are your daily activities in your business that you continue to repeat over time to achieve massive results. But it is really important that you don't focus just on prepare and support, because people can just kind of get, sit on the mountaintop and do their meditation and just support their team to do everything without doing it themselves. So really important that you focus on IPE, or income producing exercises, is another way to remember that. Invite, present, enroll, repeat. This is basic stuff. So yeah, continue to do that. You can check out the launch guide on Empowered Success. Just Google doTERRA Empowered Success and you'll find all the amazing tools that are now available to us. They'll soon be available from our back office as well, which will be amazing, but you can use them online already. So let's jump into the first P for prepare. Use your oils every day in multiple ways. Go to events, watch the doTERRA YouTube channel, attend convention. That is amazing to really connect with everyone and hear from our owners, hear from other wellness advocates, and really connect in with what's going on. Here in Australia, we have leadership in a few weeks, so attend leadership and work really hard to get to that rank so that you can attend, because it is for silvers and above. Go to any business training in your area at all times. Even if you feel like you know everything, you're always going to learn more, and it's the connections and friendships you create and staying tapped in and connected that'll keep you going. And go to classes and do classes, obviously. As I mentioned, tapping and EFT with Brad Yates is a really important personal development tool that I use daily. Audiobooks or paper books, check out the recommended reading list at sharesuccess.com/library. They've got some great book ideas down the bottom of that page. Really important to diary plan and time block. So schedule everything, whether you use a Google Calendar, a paper calendar, whatever you do, just make sure you've got stuff in there like time scheduled for classes, time scheduled for creating a new contacts, time scheduled for follow-up, time scheduled for mentoring, etc., so that you're not just sitting there not knowing what to do. And I find the Wunderlist app. So just go to your app store and download Wunderlist so that you can create daily task lists for yourself and tick things off as you achieve them. Again, rather than just sitting there knowing that you run your own business and not knowing what to do, set yourself some daily tasks and tick them off your list. Always make sure you have everything you need, obviously, to build a successful business. It's important that you are prepared. So have your Empower kits, or if you're overseas, it'll be called Class in a Box, or whatever the recommended thing is that you order on your LRP to do classes with. Have your sample vials and your filled bottles, have your cap stickers, have your bag permanently packed for classes so it's easy to just go out the door and do it. So, have your 10 oils, have your diffuser in there, just have everything you need. Your Empower kits packed, pens, clipboards, make it all easy for yourself. Have your business cards, or just use the Inigo app to get their contact details and instantly send them info, which is even more effective, because then you can follow up with them rather than them just losing your business card and you never hearing from them again. Use the Inigo app. That was a tip Michelle Ragg gave me. It's awesome. So LRP orders for business owners. Obviously, order and top up any oils and stuff that you don't have and that you run out of, so you always have everything you need. But it gets to a stage in our business where we have all of the oils and all of the products. So I just order every single month a 6-pack of intro kits, which is 111 PV, or actually I ordered 2 6-pack of intro kits. So that's why I have 12 intro kits every single month that I make myself share with people. So you can either open them up and break them up and use individual oils, or give the entire pack to people. So, and then 1 or 2 Empower kits every month. So you have everything you need to run a class, one-on-ones, or share the oils. It includes 10 5ml wild oranges as well, which you can use as samples or gifts or enrollment incentives or whatever. And also add a hope blend to every single order you do. And all proceeds of that go to Healing Hands, and you can tell the story of hope in classes and when you invite people to learn more. So originally that blend was made for Operation Underground Railroad, which is helping free people from sex trafficking and also prosecuting the offenders of sex trafficking. And it had a peel back label on it, so people could, they used to give it out to women and girls, or I think that they still do, and they could peel back the label and call a number so that they could get help. But they also now sell this as a product on your doTERRA back office, so that all proceeds can go towards these efforts and helping eliminate sex trafficking globally. So it's amazing. Also rose lotion, which makes the perfect gift. You know, mums, teachers, your aunties, girlfriends, whoever. It's an awesome gift. It's beautiful, lightweight moisturizer. And again, all proceeds actually go to the people. It's not 75% admin and doTERRA pocketing everything. They front production, they front everything involved with these products, and 100% of the money actually goes to people in need for projects globally. So it's very cool. Goal setting is really important in preparation as well. So write down your goals as if they already are. So I am silver on or before 30 June 2018. I personally have a personal enrollment goal always as well. Personally enroll 5+ or 10+ people with 100 PV plus orders in June 2018. Write it down daily, put it everywhere, have it on post-it notes, etc. Just get it in your face and get it happening. Vision boarding, put pictures and words of everything you are creating in your life. Don't look at it and wish you have it and that it's out of reach and will never be so for you. Embody it as though it is already done and have gratitude for the current blessings in your life. I found this manifestation exercise to be extremely powerful in my business. A lot of you will have heard about how I talk about Chantel Roloffs, who's my 6th leg for Presidential Diamond and now a diamond leader herself. And I've done this exercise. She's not the only one that I've manifested like a magician, by the way. I just like to talk about that one because it was powerful. So I wrote down all the qualities, values, and attributes of people that I wanted to attract and work with in my business. And then Chantel reached out to me and asked if I could have coffee with her because she was still breastfeeding at the time and had seen my classes but couldn't make it to one. So, you know, I hate having coffee with people, especially random strangers. But I asked her, you know, what she wanted, and she said she wanted to find out more about the oils. So I met up with coffee with her and sat down with a build guide. So you, again, Empowered Success, you can download the build guides. And I had my keychain of oils, and I asked her straight up after that session if she wanted to be a big builder or a little builder. And she said a big builder. So, yeah, I frontlined her. But the point of this story is she embodies all of the qualities, values, and attributes that I've written down. So this is an example. And you can use some of this. You can work on your own. But don't just do it once because you watched this webinar. Do this as a regular thing that you journal. Like get a book that's filled with manifestations of people that you want to work with. And then really crucially, embody these qualities yourself. So if you're wanting to manifest people that do classes and show up to events and do the personal development and you're not doing that, you're going to have trouble attracting that vibration. So they're passionate about wellness and see and understand the value of these incredible gifts of the earth, the company, and the opportunity. They believe in me and are excited to work with me. They jump in and get started immediately. They take advantage of the incredible training, webinars, videos, and files I have to offer, and I love soaking up all the information. They are confident, caring, loving, a complete joy to be around, and make incredible lifelong friends and business partners. They completely embody the culture of uplifting and supporting everyone in their communities and the wider doTERRA community, whether they financially benefit or not. They have an incredible work ethic and attitude, and understand that building a solid foundation for a business takes time, persistence, and consistency. They love helping others, are deeply passionate about the business. they're creating, boss at helping people get started with the oils, incredible teachers, but also extremely coachable and open to learning, growing, transforming, and stepping into their brilliance and light even more. They do daily personal development and embrace and do tapping, manifesting, and work with their oils to uncover their light and help others uncover their light even more. They are creative, generous with their time and resources, and collaborate and train people appropriately. Thank you, universe, for allowing this to unfold with ease and grace. I can't wait to meet them and work with them. I'm so grateful for all of the beautiful, amazing, inspiring, courageous, incredible souls I already get to co-create with. Thank you for these gifts. Just seeing that this is actually working. Oh, Hayley, are you on here? Do you want to unmute yourself?
Hello.
Hey, I didn't think it worked getting you on, and I was like mid-presentation. So
no, I've been here for a while. It's all good.
Excellent. My voice seems to be holding up, but feel free to jump in at any time if you have stuff that you want to share or feel called to share. But yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna need you. I've got Hayley on because my voice has been a bit funny, and I needed Steph and Mel to help out when I was presenting in New Zealand.
You're nailing it, hon. You always do. But I'm here if you need me.
Thanks. Hayley is one of our incredible diamond leaders, and I love watching her videos, and it was super proud in New Zealand because Mel, the sales manager, was sharing heaps of Hayley's Instagram posts because they're super compliant. Yes, for compliance, and they're super positive and uplifting. So encourage you guys to follow Hayley at Ikigai. How do you spell that again? I'm always bad at it.
Ikigai.
Yeah, follow Hayley at Ikigai Oils because she's a legend. All right, I'll share screen again. And just jump in whenever you want, Hayley, and I'll revert to you when my voice starts to lose a plot. Can you see this? Is it all good again?
Yeah.
All right, so this is my manifestation blend. Wild orange is the oil of abundance. Patchouli is the oil of physicality or being present in your physical body. And ginger is the oil of empowerment. So add a drop of each in your hands, rub them together and breathe deeply. And you can also diffuse while you set goals and while you do that manifestation exercise. And that's the citrine, the crystal I'm holding, which is the crystal of abundance. So just bring out all the things that can possibly support you to create the life you love. So inviting. This morning I have been watching, and last night actually, I was watching the Elise Shedevy YouTube video, The Most Important Skill in doTERRA. Highly recommend that you go YouTube that. It's friggin' legendary. I love the way Elise Shedevy contacts people. And it's all about developing genuine relationships. If you start to kind of, you at some stage in your doTERRA business, God, I've lost it now, you will have signed up a lot of your friends and family. So if you need help expanding your contacts, meetup.com is awesome because you can start going to small business networking events or yoga or, anything that interests you on there. But really focus on developing genuine relationships. Ask questions about them, learn about them, and connect with them, and shut your mouth. People honestly want to talk about themselves. So ask some interesting questions about their life, about their passions, about their dreams and desires, about what they do, and do not verbal diarrhea doTERRA on them. Build the relationship first, and that will happen in time, whether it's meant to or maybe it's there in your life for other reasons, but really focus on building the relationship. Once you have built the relationship, and what Elise actually does is she'll ask more and more questions about them, and they'll actually ask her, so what do you do for a living? And she'll say, oh, I don't want to talk about me. I'm really interested in learning about you and what you're creating. And she'll do that 2 or 3 times until they eventually ask, no, I really want to know what you do. And she'll use her short elevator pitch. So this is mine. I sell essential oils. I always use the word sell. We are selling, guys, and it's super unattractive if you're like, oh, I kind of started doing the oils and I wasn't going to sell them, but my sister had this powerful experience and blah, blah. And, my kid skin got better and now I kind of share them a little bit on the side, but I don't want to make money off people. I just do it to help people. No, I don't want to build a business with you. You're a potato, never going to happen. So you want to be super confident and proud of what you do. If you're embarrassed and ashamed that you're in business and you're selling, people are not going to do business with you. So I sell essential oils. They're safe, effective, and affordable. And then I share a short, powerful story of how they've impacted my health. And keep it at that. You do not need to vomit compact sourcing and everything that doTERRA, all the reasons doTERRA is amazing, and like, you know, try and fix them up with every oil possible and sell them a diamond kit on the spot. Keep it short, keep it brief. Just I sell essential oils and natural products. They're safe, effective, and affordable. A short story, and I say I travel around Australia and the world teaching workshops and coaching people to create wildly abundant businesses. I love what I do. Leave it at that. At this point, they think you're a friggin' legend anyway because it sounds awesome. And then this is what Elise says. I'm looking for someone in your area that I can put my time, talents, and my resources into. Do you know of anyone that would be a perfect fit? And she says, do you know of anyone that would be a perfect fit, rather than are you interested? Because that's kind of abrasive and putting a little bit of pressure on them. But do you know what happens when you say, do you know of anyone that would be a perfect fit? A large majority of the time, they say, me, of course me, and they want you to pick them instead of you saying, are you interested? And then it's like kind of awkward. So I love that script. I think it's legendary. But go watch the whole video. Elise Shedevy, what was it called? The most important skill in doTERRA. How could I forget that? Because it's the most important skill, contacting people. Yeah, and then when someone does bring up an issue, this is once you've developed the relationship, guys, not in the first 10 seconds. But if they bring up, like, I'm not sleeping, or my kid's struggling to focus at school, or blah, 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 because everyone talks about their issues in life and what's going on for them, this is my script that I share with them. Would it be okay with you if I shared something with you that's really helped me with that? Super non-invasive. You're literally just there to serve and support them, which is exactly what we do anyway. Always be prepared with samples on you, and then you can share something with them. Ask for their details to send them more info as well so that you can follow up, and actually do follow up. If you say you're going to follow up, do it, and check how they're going with that oil, how it's working for them. Maybe the first oil you share with them doesn't work exactly right because we're all different, so you might need to share another one. But then ask them if they'd like to come along to a workshop to learn more from there, or want to meet up with you to learn more from there when they've actually had a powerful experience with the oils. Don't just leave business cards without taking their info. You want to send them more info about what that oil is, how to use it, blah, blah, blah. Hayley, do you have anything to add on contacting and successfully networking and building relationships? Hayley, are you on mute? I think you're on mute, my friend. That's all good. I'll keep going and she can jump in when she comes back. Hey,
Sorry there, I'm here.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's all right.
I went blank for a bit. I missed it.
Do you have any tips on contacting and creating relationships with people?
The main one I use is FORD, F-O-R-D. So family, occupation, recreation, dreams. So whenever I'm meeting anyone new, even an old friend who I haven't spoken to in a while, they're just the topics I go through my head constantly. Have I talked about them in this area, in this area, in this area? Just, it's kind of like fishing a little bit to see, is this going to be an opening here that I can, you know, maybe they're going to ask, you know, oh, that's right, you've got something to help me with this. Or, yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah. So go through what the FORD is again. Family, occupation.
Recreation. So what do you do for sport? Do you come here often? How long have you been playing tennis for? You know, depending on where you are. And dreams. So dreams is something that normally comes in a little bit further, but I've had this FORD conversation with someone on an aeroplane. You know, you even get into you just kind of open up with one another when you connect on these kind of topics, even to the point is like when they talk about their job, they've talked about their occupation. Oh, how'd you get into that? Is that something you've wanted to do for a long time? Why are you passionate about that topic? So you start to dig into those kind of areas as well.
Love it. Awesome. So this is a text blitz that I learned about a couple of years ago at my first leadership retreat in California. And at that time, the top prize was actually winning one of the owners to come teach class for you. So the chick that booked 124 classes, I think it was, won Dr. Hill coming to do a class for a pretty epic prize. Unfortunately, I don't have that prize for you today, but I do have the prize of you booking lots of classes and building your doTERRA business. So this top one is an awesome one, especially if people have had an experience with the oils already, but even just for anyone. Hi, Jane. You could say, how are the kids or whatever. personalize it. Are you open to natural ways to take care of your health and teaching people how to use essential oils? Are you open to hosting a class for me? Or you could have, are you open to attending a workshop at my place? Someone already in your team, because there's a gold mine in there, guys, contact all of the people already in your team and say something like, hi, Sarah, I know you love the oils. Will you host a class of 4 to 7 people in June, July, so we can help more people learn about them? Of course, anyone you invite, or you change this, just change that into the next 8 weeks. Will you host a class of 4 to 7 people in the next 8 weeks so we can help more people learn about them? Of course, anyone you invite, you'll get to enroll and we can start earning your oils for free / get you some cash. So they know that it's actually benefiting them. It's not just you coming to do a class and getting all the money from that. Anyone they invite, they'll get to enroll, and that way they can start earning their oils for free. So super effective scripts. Also, guys, I'm going to send you the entire PDF of this entire PowerPoint to everyone that's registered as well. So don't worry, don't freak out that you need to memorize everything and take photos of the slides. I'm going to email it all out to you. So you want to personally invite to class workshops via written invitation. Even like actually go to the effort of using the invitations in Power Kit. They're there for a reason. People take things more seriously that you've put more effort into. Phone them, send them a personal message. Obviously see the text split scripts. Do not add at all cost to group chat or just put up a Facebook event without personal invitations. Nothing makes me rage harder than people adding me to a group chat and like harassing me with messages. Freaking hate it. Remind 4 days before and day of event. And guys, don't be offended if you add everyone to a group chat and they just leave chat, because it's just so annoying. So when you send out the reminder, don't say, are you still coming? Because that gives them an opportunity to get out of it. Just say something like, so excited you're coming. I've made some delicious food for you and have a little gift for you. Can't wait to see you. Do that 4 days before and day of event. Coach your host. Let them know the following. Please have people arrive 15 minutes early as we're starting right on time. I hate rolling into a class and everyone just rolls in whenever we want. Make it clear to your host that this is a presentation or a class, like a workshop layout, and that people do need to be there on time. I always coach my host, please only serve alcohol and food after the presentation. Otherwise, it's just a shit show and it gets too distracting. I also prefer to ask. I am autistic, so I'm more sensitive, and I hate it when I have toddlers running around screaming because they can't, like, people at the class can't hear me. Everyone's distracted. No one can focus on anything happening. So where possible, I do ask if they can please have a mum, partner, friend, babysitter, nanny, or to mind in a separate room, or like put a movie on in another room, if at all possible. And I also ask my hosts not to tell people they don't have to buy anything and can just order on their account, because it's not good for their friends and it's not good for them either. Like, it's the exact same thing. Why don't they just get their own account? They can get their own points and your friend gets commission. They're still paying the exact same price your friend pays anyway. So just help them set up their own account. Haley, anything else that you tell your hosts when you're coaching them before a class?
Yeah, there's a really good video called I think it's 6 Things Not to Say by Share Success, which was my go-to very, very early days. So even things like, probably you might be covering this actually in the next step with presenting, so maybe I should wait. But you've covered everything that I would normally do with the inviting. But also, I also love to, the better you invite someone, the more likely they are to enroll at the workshop. So giving them an experience of some sort before getting to the workshop. So that means sometimes when people send out host packs for their host, and you'll see that in Healthy Munchkins things, where she puts in little samples of oils that they can use in their food and their cooking, you know, or maybe some little sample vials that they can give to their friends before they come to the class. So if you do that, if you start warming them up a little bit before they get there, they've probably already had a thought about, is this something that I want to do, and am I ready to start?
Yeah, we love that. Giving them peppermint or wild orange so they can make bliss balls or Jaffa slides. If people eat the oils, they're going to buy the oils.
Yeah.
And just a tip on classes, I love this quote by Elizabeth Gilbert. You're supposed to start before you're ready and before you're good at it, and that's how you get ready and that's how you get good at it. So like my first couple of first many classes were abysmal. We didn't even have Power Kits when I started, and I had a 2-hour PowerPoint presentation and used to present to people about how frankincense had the chemical constituent called sesquiterpenes that crosses the blood-brain barrier and oxygenates the brain and all this shit. And you know, interesting to some, but how many people do you think I had building a business with me, Haley, when I was regurgitating the Modern Essentials book at them for 2 hours?
I did it too, guys. I love all that stuff. So yeah, you got to hold back sometimes.
You don't need everything, and the simpler you keep it, just read off the Empower Kit and pass around the oils. Yeah, it doesn't have to be this crazy, amazing presentation because people aren't going to think that they can duplicate what you're doing. So the DTC secret, which Chrissy Worthy got to diamond in a year, and people always used to ask her, what's your secret to getting to diamond? What's your secret? And so she came up with the DTC secret, and that's doing the classes, sometimes called the DTFC secret. So I'm sure you can figure out what that means. Use lavender, spearmint, and calming oils to support you. So spearmint is the oil of confidence speech. Lavender is the oil of verbal communication. I use copaiba to calm my nerves. I still get anxious before classes. Peace and balance, all that kind of thing. And let the oils work their magic. It's not all on you. So pass them around and have people experiencing them. Share your why briefly at the beginning of class. Don't go into a 30-minute sob story, but just briefly share a story or experience of the oils, why you're so passionate about what you do. Use natural conclusion at the beginning of the class. So by the end of today, everyone will have the opportunity to get these oils at wholesale prices, the exact same price we pay for it, shipped straight to your door. Show people the prices and kits at the very beginning of the class. Use their 3 health concerns and let people know to look at the wholesale prices and note down what they want as you go through the class. So they're making a shopping list as you're going through the class. Assume the sale and diffuse wild orange and frankincense to increase sales, or cheer, or make up your own like abundance closing, getting awesome enrollments blend if you want. Again, keep it simple, read off the sheet, pass around the oils, share some of your personal experiences, but not a billion. Keep it to 30 to 45 minutes tops, not 3 hours, guys, not 2 hours, under an hour, and help people join by sitting down with them at the end of the class. I used to feel super awkward about that bit, so I'd kind of finish speaking and then like pack up, and if no one handed the form in, I assume no sales. So now sitting down and actually helping them enroll, helping them fill in the form and work out the best option for their budget and their family needs. Anything else on a class that you find really effective, Haley?
Yeah, so I like to get really grounded when I present because I get quite jittery and floaty. So I don't stand up when I present. I sit down. So if they're in the living room, I literally sit on the ground on a rug, probably next to a coffee table, and have all the stuff on there. So as close as I get to the ground, it allows me to connect better with the people that I'm speaking to, and it also brings you down to their level too. So you know you're not standing above them or anything like that. So it's nice to just be mindful of your presence in the room when you're presenting. And some of the tips I think that came up with presenting is don't throw out things like the cost and predicting that it's expensive. Like, I know these are expensive, but like we don't say things, you know, we can't predict if someone feels like these are expensive to them or not. And you don't want to imply that for people either. And the same thing is quite easy to say, oh, I actually don't know much about these oils. But you actually know a lot more than you think, and you know more than these people. So you could say something more like, I'm just learning, but I love learning on this journey, and we can learn together. So let's go through this Empower Kit, and that's why you can just talk through it, and it's something that you can just introduce and use really, really simply. But those 6 things never to say in a class by Share Success are phenomenal. They're the best thing. Go check it out.
Do they check that out on YouTube or just on the Share Success website?
YouTube.
YouTube, cool. Excellent. So guys, really, really, really crucial, and something that I feel like a lot of people miss out on is I see a lot of people doing classes, sharing the oils, just talking about the oils at all time, and they miss the last 3 dots on the Empower Kit, which is live, share, and build. So people aren't going to want to build a business with you if they don't know anything about the opportunity. So something that I have done is actually do a class and have an optional business opportunity info session after the class. So after the class, after I've signed everyone up, people that do want to know more about the business opportunity can stay on. But in the actual class as well, I share those last 3 dot points. I just read off it, live, share, build, and I talk a bit about how the business opportunity changed my life and how passionate I am about coaching people to either use their oils for personal use, supplement their income. Haley, if you just want to mute yourself because I'm getting some feedback, and then if you want to share, just unmute again. supplementing the income, or replacing them and multiplying the income, and how I've built a extremely successful business doing that and love helping others. So then the optional business opportunity info session, I use the build guide PowerPoint from sharesuccess.com/library. So go into PowerPoints and you can download that. Use the build guide brochure, as I've already mentioned as well. You can get that now from Empowered Success, and have your elevator pitch nailed. Again, I sell essential oils and natural products. They're safe, effective, affordable, etc. I teach workshops around Australia and around the world, teaching people about their wellness and coaching people to create a wildly abundant business. I love what I do. And guys, do business training from the start. I feel like some people think that they need to be, I don't know, diamond, blue, presidential, or, you know, silver, gold, platinum before they start business training. I was doing business training from the very beginning of my business, even though really I had very little clue on what I was doing. But I used tools like the launch guide from Share Success and just went through it with people, whether that's one person in a lounge room, or even at Diamond, I hired a hall and there were 2 people there, Chantel and Geraldine. You know, Chantel's my 6-leg presidential now, so it was worth it. But do business training from the start for people that are interested in running their own business, so you can really help and support them. You know, and do webinars, do whatever's going to help people understand how to do a business. Go through that launch guide with them. Success formula, which is a Share Success model, is 2 by 2 by 2 plus 1, 2 new contacts per day, 2 follow-ups per day, 2 classes per week, and 1 business training a month. Again, if there isn't one in your area, start your own. I did from the very beginning, even with a tiny group of people and the launch guide. This is minimum, guys. If you want to go faster, do more.
Can I just jump in quick before you go into enroll? So, because I didn't do workshops for 5 months before, like I still got to Diamond in 11 months, but I didn't do workshops for the first 5 because I had to get over my own inner issues. Okay, so I did lots of one-on-ones, but the main thing I think that held me back is I didn't feel like I had a big enough story to share with a room of people, because the oils helped my son, you know what I mean, with just a simple everyday thing that happens with everyone all the time. And it was so simple. It was like, but that's not a big thing. People need to hear a big story. But, you know, it's actually something that I realized that people resonate with, and they go, really, that helped you for that? That happens to me all the time. Maybe that will help me as well. So if you've got just those little small wins, share the small stuff. Doesn't have to be big stuff, because more people can relate to the small stuff because it probably happens to them as well. And just so you know exactly what Jessie just said, my enroller Jane, she read through the whole Empower Kit, and it allowed me to actually understand everything. So that was good because I never used essential oils before. And she did talk about the Live, Share, Build. And she mentioned Jessie at the time, I think, was just gone Diamond maybe. And she said that Diamond income is $20,000 a month. And I'm like, it was literally just a throwaway line. And at the time, I never thought anything of it, but it's stuck in there. And I never enrolled thinking I was going to do in the business, but that $20,000 a month stuck in my brain. So you just never know what it means by literally just putting it out there and what someone might be looking for. So at the end of the day, people aren't going to remember the sesquiterpenes and the information and the detail, but they're going to remember how you make them feel. And they remember that through stories. So whenever you go through all the oils, just tell them one story for each of the oils and how it's helped you and your family. That's it. And they're going to remember that more than the properties of that oil. So they're probably my top tips.
Stories is where it's at. And even Dave Sterling has shared in the last Diamond Day that telling stories is what sales is all about these days. People want to connect with a story. And I just share basic stories as well with my kids, you know, nappy rash, and my kid, you know, tummy issues, and how the oils have supported me with that. Just basic everyday stuff. So again, sit down with people at the end and have hosts or other wellness advocates do this as well. Revisit their health concerns, help them pick the best option for them, whether that's $35 and in tune and balance because they just want to help their kid and that's the most important thing to them, or whether it is a home essentials kits, Nation Solutions. And guys, always talk about the oil sharing kit and the bigger kits. If you're in the US, you've got those Everil and Diamond kits. We can still sign people up in Australia actually with US orders for Everil and Diamond kits. Just because it might not be something that you would have started with due to your own financial circumstances, don't skip out on them. I have signed up heaps of people with those big kits because I do actually talk about them in my class. Remind them the protocol is, use that exact wording, because people think it's like health and safety. It's just something that's done. From here, we have a wellness consult. And again, guys, please remember doTERRA culture. Emily Wright has drummed this in from very early on when I started building my business. I watched a video she did, and she was on a diamond call recently where she drummed this in again. Fast start commissions were designed for whoever invited that person, whether or not they want to build a business or not. So even if they say, I don't want to build, help them get their oils for free, help them enroll their contacts. Even if you're doing all the teaching, you're teaching all the classes. It might sound kind of productive short term, but trust me, it creates builders and sharers and super sustainable organization long term. Most of my diamonds and above and builders in my team told me that they didn't want to build a business. I was like, cool, do you want me to help you get your oils for free? I enrolled their contacts as theirs, and many of them woke up sharing and building because they started seeing that commission come in and they were naturally sharing. But if I just said, oh yeah, you don't want to build, no worries, they're my contacts, and enrolled them and put them wherever I want for my own growth, my business wouldn't have grown the way it has now. So keep that in mind. Follow up, stay connected, keep at the forefront of their mind, have a sign-in sheet at the class and send newsletter with specials, the doTERRA incentives that they put on, recipes, etc. And you can use drip, lead train, or similar, or again, just do things face to face. Hayley, do you have a system for following people up?
I use a sign-on sheet. Yeah, so that's what I do, and that's good because on my sign-on sheet I ask, have you heard about doTERRA before, or had to hear about the event as well, to just qualify if they should be sent somewhere else, and also what are your areas that you'd love to improve today. So it gets them thinking, even if they just randomly turned up because their friend had brought them along, they're thinking about, you know, oh, hang on a second, what is going on in my life before it even starts.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing, oh, yeah, that's the one. Oh, there's that. Have you talked about the 6 questions to close? Have you seen those?
Is that the Teresa Harding one?
No, it's, again, another Share Success one.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So I don't know if I can share my screen with you guys. I'll read them out to you. Maybe we can send them the link. So this is, again, a video through Share Success on YouTube. It's called 6 Keys to Close. And it's 6 questions that you work through when you're sitting down with them and they have their sign-on form in front of them. And if you work through these 6 questions, we don't need to do it now. It's just amazing. It's phenomenal. It's a no-brainer, win-win every single time. So you'll love it. So it's like you're just sitting down with them and asking, what are they working on? What issues are you looking at addressing right now, and how serious are you about addressing those? Because then you know time-wise and you know what size kit they're looking for. And you can make a suggestion as in, well, I started this way, or if I was you, I would do this, and just leave them to ponder over that. And then when you come back, there are 3 really good questions. If they haven't filled it out and they haven't made a decision yet, you say, what are the factors you'll be considering in making this decision? Because they might have to go, oh, I'm getting paid next week, or I have to go speak with the husband, or I'm not sure about this. So you know some of their objections. The other thing you can ask is there anything we haven't talked about that will affect your decision? So that's another really good one, because they might go, so does this mean I have to order every month? Or if I enroll, does that mean I have to like sell this stuff? So you're going to see if anything that's stopping them as well. And then the final question is, well, what do you think is the best next step for you? So you're leaving it in their hands, but they'll tell you exactly what they want to do, and you go, perfect. You know what I mean? And you support them where they're at.
Yeah, love it. So you send them to me and we'll email them out to everybody. So
yeah,
Dee shared this fantastic gamble basket idea with me. I think she got this from someone else as well. What she does at the end of a class is she has this thing where people can enter. You must be willing to hold an introduction to essential oils class, and you will either choose an envelope with a class or you will win an oil. So she uses oils that have good PV to dollar ratio that aren't like the crazy expensive high value ones, obviously, but they're still awesome ones to win. So you draw an envelope out of the box to have a 1 in 2 chance of winning an oil or holding a class. So note, class needs to be held within 8 weeks. And then what she does, and I will send you guys the PDF for this so you can all use it at home, she just uses the same one every single time. So she cuts all the oils out, she cuts the classes out, she's got it laminated and she's got it in the envelopes, and she's got equal amounts of classes and equal amounts of oils. She leaves them open so people can see at the beginning, and then closes them up, puts them in the basket, mixes them around, and people will either drink draw a class or an oil. And when people do draw an oil, she says, great, do you want to book a class anyway? So she just smashes booking classes from classes with this really fun way to go. Highly, highly effective. Obviously, we've got Healthy Munchkins YouTube on other amazing ways and other stuff that you can add into this as well on booking classes from classes, but this is so simple and effective. I love it. So support, this is the last thing in P.I.P.E.S. We've done prepare, invite, present, enroll, and this is support. Wellness consults, use wellness consults form found at Share Success Library under tools. Listen to them, help them create 3 months worth of orders to meet their personal needs. You can do this over the phone, Zoom, or in person. You can do group Zooms as well as to maximize on time. Like if you're traveling around doing heaps of classes or doing Diamond Club or struggling for time and you're not doing any wellness consults, better to do group ones than none at all. Obviously, wellness consults and follow-up and LRP is the crux of your business, so we need to not be just enrolling people and dropping them like a hot potato. Explain resources, where to find things, so aroma tools, empower them with books, apps, roller bottles, etc., so they're really actually using and getting the most out of their oils. And sorry, just back on that other point, this is a fantastic opportunity if they haven't already booked a class to book one, and also to find out again whether they're interested in just using the oils for personal use, supplementing the income, or building a business, and you can get really clear on how to support them best. Again, Elise Chedevi quote, people don't build this business because of the oils. They buy the oils because of the oils, and really, they buy them because of you too. But people build this business because they trust you, like you, and they think you're going to take them to a place that they can't get on their own. So this is why relationship building is absolutely crucial. Valuing LRP. When you see, believe in, and place value in something, others will too. So if you're freaking out about LRP and don't want to talk about it, maybe dive into how much you believe in it and how valuable you think it is, and really build that belief. Keep it simple. It's an extremely generous rewards program. And rather than feeling like you're taking people's money more and more, understand that you're simply helping them swap their shopping. So it's money they're already spending, stuff they're already buying the toxic synthetic version of from big corporations that don't care about the environment and don't care about their health. Instead, support small businesses, farmers globally, and go low tox to protect yourself and your loved ones. These are Healthy Munchkins graphics, which I have permission to use because Alison is a legend and I love how she's broken LRP down. She's one of the awesome diamond leaders in our team, Alison Bartolo. Get shipping reimbursed for every order. Earn points back for your purchases. Get sent free oils if you order 125 PV between the 1st and the 15th of the month. Earn money from anyone else who orders below you. And using oils regularly equals better health. So you're really helping people when you talk about the value of LRP. I love this graphic that she created. Woolworths is like our big shopping centre here in Australia, and they have a rewards program where you get 2,000 points, $10 off your shopping, whereas doTERRA, 2,000 points equals $558 off your shopping. So it's just incredible value. Again, that's a Healthy Munchkins graphic. So instead of offering enrollment incentives at a class, why not offer a keychain or Bond Essentials book for actually placing their LRP? Because often doTERRA offer amazing incentives anyway. You don't need to give everything the kitchen sink and not make any money, guys. Just value the oils, value what doTERRA offer. But you might want to offer a gift of some sort that's going to, again, support them to use their oils. Maybe even purchasing the Modern Essentials app for them if they place their LRP. LRP equals true residual income and true life-changing benefits for them. So say loyalty rewards or activate monthly order, not LRP, because they don't know what that acronym actually is. Explain key benefits, free postage, free oil every month. Don't say POM, just say free oil every month. Huge points back. Woolworths example, plant seeds throughout the class with consumables. Consumables such as Lifelong Vitality, toothpaste, skincare, soap, Claricalm, On Guard range, and Balance, etc. So they're thinking about other products that they're going to want to replace stuff they're already buying. So unfortunately, my formatting went a bit whack and some things went bold. But anyway,
with LRP, can I jump in with a really hot tip?
Of course.
So when I don't say join for LRP at all now, I just say activate. So it feels like they're not joining something else because they feel like it's a big deal just to join doTERRA. So they're just activating their monthly order for next month. But Tara actually mentioned this, oh gosh, she must have heard it at the presidential trip I think you guys were just on, that there's three ways to start doTERRA, and I've already used this month since I heard it, and it works a treat. So she said there's 3 ways to start your journey. She said the first one is retail, but obviously we've talked about the difference between retail and wholesale and how it's not worth your while, so let's just ignore that one. The second way, option 2, is wholesale prices, and option 3 is wholesale prices plus points, and just leaving it at that. So then people can decide, well, do I want wholesale prices, or do I want wholesale prices plus points? And every time they've said, oh, so what's the deal with the points again? How do I get points? You know what I mean? So you just quickly run back through what you've talked about in the class with the LRP, or Loyalty Rewards Program. And yeah, they'll go, oh, cool. So, you know, what's the minimum order? Oh, you know, it could be a lip balm or your shampoo and conditioner or an extra oil that you want to try. Oh, great. Well, let's try that. So yeah, that's been a real winner.
That's awesome. I love that. Thanks, Hayley. So support, keeping customers educated and engaged. And I know this is something you're super passionate about, Hayley, so go for gold once I've run through this as well, because you're awesome at it. Facebook group, having a recipe community on your Facebook group, like even just asking, hey guys, what are you diffusing today? Hey, which oils are you guys using today? And getting people commenting and getting ideas flowing. I love hearing what's your favorite diffuser blend at the moment. I get so many cool ideas. Or what's your favorite roller bottle blend that you've made up? And just sharing ideas with each other. Doing webinars, videos, Facebook Lives or Instagram Lives and Stories are super simple and fun ways to share. A file section in your Facebook group. But please, guys, remember, this can be really easy to pour all of your time into, all of it. And then you're not focusing on inviting, presenting, and enrolling and staying in the income-producing exercises of your business. So focus, yes, some of your time, but not all of your time on this. Actually, a way smaller percentage than you're trying to do invite, present, enroll. Otherwise, your business will get stuck and stagnant. Something that we've done in our team is a monthly oil medley and optional business training, even for one person, again, using a launch guide. But what I have done is like invite different people in my team, even when they're brand new and pretty green to doTERRA, to present on something they're passionate about. So for example, Chantel is amazing at using food and oils together and smoothies and oils. So she would come and present 20 minutes, half an hour on food and oils, and then we'd have like Meg do toxin-free cleaning because she's awesome at that and passionate about that. So showing people how to make a surface spray and how to make dishwasher tablets and how to make your own soap or whatever. She'd do half an hour in that. We'd have someone present on emotions and oils or chakras and oils or lifelong vitality. So 4 or 5 different presenters, 20-minute, half an hour slots. So people can learn heaps of other amazing ways, like even bead making or roller bottle making, or, you know, spritzers or whatever, fun ways to use the oils, so you're getting people on LRP. And then second half of the day, optional business training. Again, you can use the launch guide. You can have newsletters through MailChimp or similar, follow-up classes, niche classes, training days, send welcome email upon enrollment. Again, really important. So they have the link to the Facebook group, send out dilution guidelines, send out where to buy roller bottles and books and everything else, send out some more basic information, like the doTERRA website and Share Success and Empowered Success and stuff. Catch-ups and immersion days have been something really fun we've started creating, where people come over and work on the business together, brainstorm fun ideas, fill out our rank guides, maybe do vision boards together, you know, making blends together, and build relationships face-to-face is always best. Hayley, support, go. I know you're cranking for it.
Is that your support side? So yeah, I mean, I use Facebook a lot for my team support. I have a closed support page, and it's I guess the main thing from my perspective is I was like, what kind of community do I want to create here? And that starts from day one. So you can do that as you've started to enroll 2, 3, 4, 5 people. You just have a space for them to go. And now, when I was pouring my heart and my soul into all of these beautiful posts on my support page, not my public Facebook, I didn't actually spend a lot of time on my public Facebook page. I'd much preferred to, if I was putting content out there on social media, I was doing it to the people that I enrolled, because I knew that if they created a great customer, that was going to serve me for life. So that's where I started with that. But it felt like I was talking to a brick wall for a really, really, really long time. So, you know, for a while there, people are just going to watch you. You know, they're just going to watch what you do. And they are watching. They're always, always watching, even if they're not replying or liking or anything, responding. They're going to copy and do exactly what you do. So sure enough, You know, after a few months, I had people finally put their hand up to host a workshop, but it took months for me to get anyone to host a workshop for me. So hence all the one-on-ones. But once I think cleared my own personal block, I opened that up for other people to step in and hold that space. But now I've got over 2,000 people on my support page. People absolutely love it. They jump on there and they support one another. And this is great because it doesn't rely on me. If I go to America for 5 weeks, like we do every September for Global Convention, my team still support one another. Like all the stuff's still there. And this is how it duplicates. This also means that if someone enrolls one person, they don't have to feel like they have to have a Facebook page or a business. They can just put them into the team support and they can just know that they'll be looked after. So support is so much more than just looking after people that are wanting to do the business. We have to actually remember about our customer base, because that's where 85% of your volume and your engagement is coming from, is from your customers. So support for me is super, super important, but you can't live in support. You can't just live there, okay? We go visit there and we look after it and we make sure that it's, you know, well prepared and well circulated and well engaged with team calls and all that kind of stuff. But before you have a really big team, it's really nice also if you have a local team to do, like Jessie said, face-to-faces. So every month, early days, I would put out there for a catch-up in my house after my kids went to bed, because I couldn't leave my house. I had to be I had to be home with them. So they would go to bed and then I would have people come over once a month, face-to-face, that had already enrolled. So I would just pick a topic. It was a way that I could learn a new topic about something. I would just print off and would just talk. So, but I would do it in the first half of the month, which was good because every time we were there, whoever turned up added stuff to the loyalty rewards program for the free product of the month. So it's a really good way for people to encourage extra knowledge on their oils. So then they're going to purchase more through their loyalty rewards and grow their own confidence in the products as well.
Love it. So can you give yourself just feedback? Thanks, Hayley. Launching builders and mentoring, 3x3x3 classes. Well, not 3x3 actually. It's just 3 total. You teach, they help, and then they teach with your help. So the first class I go and teach for someone. The second class, I don't tell them that I'm going to do this in advance. I just do it when I get there, but I pull them up and just get them starting to read different bits of the Empower Kit and sharing some of their experiences and teaching with me. But I don't tell them in advance because I don't want them to freak out and get anxious about it. And then third class, again, I don't tell them, but I just pull them up and basically I say to them, look, you've seen me do a class, we've done one together, now it's your turn, and I'll just help you out where needed. I'll help sign people up at the end, I'll share some experiences, but I get them to do it. That really builds their confidence and they see how easy it is, and then they can go on and duplicate that three classes thing. So number one tip, if you're pouring hours of time and energy into someone every single week with mentoring and nothing changes, maybe they aren't doing what they say they are and they simply don't want this as bad as you, don't get frustrated and keep pouring all of that time into them. I mean, be there for them and let them know that you are there for them whenever they want to take action, but spend more time enrolling fresh people and creating your own momentum rather than like, why won't this chick get to elite so I can go silver? It's your responsibility. So take action yourself. Those that do want it, ask how you can best support them. Maybe they don't want a scheduled mentoring call, but would prefer you check in weekly and see how they are going. Offer words of encouragement, see if there are any challenges you can brainstorm together, find out how they like support best, whether that's messenger, text, phone call, face-to-face, and be there for and care about them. Build a relationship that doesn't just hinge on doTERRA. Scheduled calls don't work for me at all. And that's why I don't do them. I'm just have that relationship with my people. I mean, I do webinars and I've done group calls, but if I had to have a schedule of like back-to-back mentoring calls, I would have a massive just freak out about doing that. But so it's a two-way thing. If it doesn't really work for you to support people in particular ways, find a way that works for you and them and support them in that way. So how to mentor well: be committed, listen, be open-minded, be compassionate and understanding, be a role model. Like lead with the behavior that you want to see, do what you want them to do instead of just telling them to do stuff you're not even doing. Believe in them until they believe in themselves. That's probably like leadership all over, is just breathing belief into them. Be comfortable with silence. Let them answer their own questions and come up with their own solutions. Set days and times for mentoring. or don't do this if this doesn't work for you or them, 30 to 40 minutes. Stay focused. You can use forms on the Share Success library. There's power mentoring forms on there. Again, be okay with silence, ask open-ended questions, and take notes and refer back for future sessions. Guys, if you don't have a mentor and you're like, my upline doesn't support me, which is the most annoying, boring thing I've ever heard on the planet, go to events, make friends, get an accountability buddy, be the leader you wish you had, bloom where you were planted, and remember, don't flog a dead horse, build yourself and the builders will come. The snowball effect is real. Where possible, bring people together. Do not be the only go-to. Help cross-line form strong relationships, and this is where immersion days or mini retreats for my builders have worked extremely effectively. Yeah, again, I've kind of gone into what you can do in them. Strength-based leadership training, just spending time together, brainstorming, learning what's working well for them. So something we do is often go around the table. What's working well for you guys to get people on LRP? What's working well for you guys to get more networked and personally enroll more people? What's working well for you guys to create momentum? You just learn so much from allowing other people to share rather than you just being the go-to for everyone. And yeah, we had a retreat back in November in Byron Bay for our Golden Above leaders, and that was just such an awesome time to just spend together, just dancing, eating good food, having fun. A lot of what we were doing was not even doTERRA related, but it was super powerful. And the most impactful exercise I did at that retreat, and you don't have to do a retreat for this, you can do this with 2 people in your lounge room or 5 people at a immersion day or whatever, is we had people sit around in a circle, and one by one someone would go into the middle of the circle and had to face each person on the outside of the circle, and the people on the outside had to tell the person in the middle what they valued, loved and appreciated about that person. Haley was there. She can attest to how that was. But yeah, we all cried. It took 8 hours over 2 days. I didn't think it would take that long, but
was amazing.
23 of us. Yeah, Haley, go ahead.
Oh, it was just phenomenal. Like, it was the experience. I mean, you had to be there, obviously, but I don't think any of us were prepared for what it was going to create, and what kind of bond it was going to create. Anything like face-to-face contact is like priceless in this business. So get to every single event, every convention, every business training. If you don't have something running near you, be that person and create that for the people that are close to you, because if you want that connection space, other people around you are going to want it as well. So just be that person and create it, and then they will come.
Yeah, love it. So social media, create high value content that solves people's pain points compliantly. And like I said, follow Haley because she does a great job at that. Brand you and not doTERRA. So I hate it when I see a profile picture of doTERRA oils and a cover photo of just oils and like just their brand name is Essential Oils. Use your name and your brand where possible. Brand you, have a really good photo of you. And because people want to connect with a person, not a bottle of lemon. We've all got the same bottle of lemon. So it's super crucial that you brand yourself. Be a creator, not a consumer. So jump in, check your notifications, respond to messages, no scrolling for hours on end. Obviously, give yourself a bit of scrolling time every day, but don't just sit there consuming content. Be a creator. Be your authentic self. Be vulnerable, raw, and real. Share your experiences, life's ups and downs. Share your why and your passion. Business info as well as product info as well. I'm always all about business opportunity, not just the oils. Share your successes online and celebrate your team. Personal development mindset, be you. Do not draw attention. Do not use disease names. Do not say anti-anything. Support body system functions, feelings, and keep it positive, which is what we want to do in the wellness industry anyway. We don't want to lock into diseases and claims. We want to uplift people and have positive wellness-related language. So for those in Australia, use the doTERRA AU website as a guide now. We have the P.I.P.E.S on there. And remember, your hours are better utilized teaching a class and spending hours making a Canva graphic. So again, don't spend all your time on social media. Get out there and do the inviting, presenting, and enrolling in face-to-face stuff. But it can be a powerful tool, especially for educating your team. Rank advancing, know your numbers and exactly how much you need in which, like, every day of the month. Nothing pisses me off faster than asking someone, than someone saying to me, I'm going for platinum or whatever rank this month. And I say, cool, how far away? Like, how much volume do you need? I don't know. Like, how in the shit are you going to create a goal and create something to happen if you don't know exactly what you need to get there? So use a rank tracker. There's one on Food Alchemy website. under oil resources. I honestly just use a bit of paper. I like the paper and pen, writing down all my volume, knowing exactly which leg I need volume in, doing positive and date-specific affirmations, visualizing success and holding space for leaders, shaking the tree. So not just focusing on your qualifying leaders, obviously, but going down into those legs and seeing who you can do a class for, who you can support to do a wellness consult and place LRP. Take advantage of doTERRA, buy one, get one free, and we're having record-breaking volume with this month off the back of that. doTERRA's incentives, etc. So use your relevant rank guide from Empowered Success. These are awesome, awesome tools. Just Google doTERRA Empowered Success and download the relevant rank guide for the next rank that you're going for and work with that. Communicate closely with your upline or your accountability buddy. Take full responsibility for your rank and do triple or more what you would normally. Front load classes, book classes from classes, and have massive short-term bursts of energy. This doesn't mean you're hustling 24/7 for the rest of your life, but having that massive action and short-term burst of energy can create massive results. Tap like mad, of course. Allowing Miracles Money Magnet by Brad Yates. And if you've done the e-course, jump in there and take advantage of those videos again. And remember, if you don't make it, what's the worst that can happen? By giving it absolutely everything, you've got 200% closer next time you go for it. Change your excuses into reasons why. So, you know, I don't have enough money, I'm anxious, I don't have a big network. Use them to fuel yourself. So by building this, I'm going to have more money. By building this, I'm going to be more connected and be part of a community. By building this, I'm going to create more time and freedom in my life. And remember, forward is forward. It's not a matter of if, but when, if you keep going. This is some advice from some other top leaders. Sometimes we put so much focus into who's coming with me rather than I'm going, and you're welcome to come if you choose. Shift your focus where things are flowing in. Don't waste time trying to drag lifeless leaders up the hill. Teach a lot of classes and I'll meet one-on-one with people, enroll, and then go out and enroll even more. Natalie Warner-Rigby. Are we using our reluctance to enable as an excuse not to claim ownership of our own lives, dreams, and desires? Tara Bliss. She shared this at Silver and Above Day, a convention, and I had to shout out, nailed it, because she just, yeah, it was on point and exactly what I talk about all the time. So it really does annoy me when people are like, oh, I want to go for silver, but my third leg isn't ready to go for elite. Are you deadly serious, people? Take personal responsibility and go out and friggin' enroll people. Put them in the leg you need volume. Make it happen. What often happens is the person that you're placing in that leg below will often take off, and it can inspire the person above. And once they see activity and momentum and energy, they'll either take off or the person below will take off anyway, and you'll end up working with them. So go out and get it done. And when it feels really hard, there might be disappointments, no-shows, letdowns, and things that go wrong. This does not mean you are not on the right path. The universe tests you when you are closest to your calling. However, Brad Yates was on a Facebook Live with us the other day, and he said, ask the universe for no resistance. Isn't that cool? So you can do some tapping and say, actually, I ask the universe for no resistance, and tap into that and just make it happen. But if it is challenging, what I do often is read back messages and reflect on the lives that I have changed and why I'm doing this, and keep freaking going. Stay connected to people as well. Don't withdraw when it gets hard, and just continue to take massive action. This is my Rank Advanced blend, which is totally awesome. I love seeing people using it online. So feel free to tag me if you make this. Put it in the diffuser, make it in a roller bottle. And I love that it's blue as well, such a pretty color. So 4 drops wild orange, all of abundance, to support you tap into that next level of receiving. 2 drops of basil to support natural energy. 1 drop of blue tansy, which gives it its beautiful color to support inspired action and creating massive action and getting rid of self-sabotage and overcoming challenges. 4 drops clary sage, the oil of clarity and vision, to support you in using your divine gifts, opening creative challenges and clearing blocks. 2 drops of ginger, the oil of empowerment, to support you to take complete responsibility and own your choices, plus remove victim mentality. And 2 drops of spearmint, which is oil of confidence speech, to help you with clear communication and presenting classes, one-on-ones, and expressing your truth. Hayley, you got any advice on rank advancing? You might be on mute still, mate.
There you go. Don't give up. That's my advice. Do not give up right until the very, very last minute. I still had like 6,000 or 9,000 OV the morning of the first when I went diamond. So, and we got there organically. So that was all through enrollments and orders through that last whatever between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m.
That's freaking awesome.
So, you know, miracles happen when, well, they said the universe rewards a stubborn heart. Put it that way. Like, if you're giving up on the 27th or 28th, forget it. Like, your heart's not in it. But if you're going, no, we're going to get there, we're going to get there, we're going to get there, and you're feeling it, like, you got to feel it, right? You're not pushing up against a brick wall. You know, you've got to use logic here. But if you know and you feel like it's possible, you've got to keep going and busting through those fear barriers and those blocks. Because, yeah, when you do, it just all comes together. It's quite amazing. It's the best experience you can ever go through. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's bloody awesome. And it's so true. Like, you've got to literally hammer it until 4 p.m. on the first. If you're sitting 3 days out and like, oh, there's no way you're going to create that. It always looks impossible, honestly, always, until it's done. Presidential, I was 38,000 out from presidential with, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days to go. That's more volume than an entire diamond business. And we created that in 5 days and literally made it happen, called in all the miracles, did the tapping, did the classes, I personally enrolled 19 people a month. I went presidential diamond, and that's after a good couple of years of, you know, I've tapped out all of my contacts and stuff. But for me, what was one of the really crucial things was just follow up, like literally sitting there going through all of my Facebook messages and all of my text messages from people that have had a sample, been to a class, not yet enrolled, and just sending them a message. I'll email out you guys some scripts as well for actual follow-up. But that was crucial for me, running last-minute classes, doing Facebook Live classes, and obviously tapping into all of my leaders and supporting them, reaching down into the legs where we need volume and making miracles happen. It is totally possible. Just hustle it out until 4 p.m. on the first of the month if you're in Australia. Obviously not if you're in America. You've got till the last day of the month. We just run on Utah time. So whatever is midnight on the last day of the month Utah time, you got then to hustle. So literally no part of doTERRA is inside my comfort zone. Like meeting people face to face, going to a convention with heaps of people and holding conversations and not looking like a knobhead. All of the things that are involved with doTERRA are way outside my comfort zone, but it's also where the magic happens. So you are actually going to have to get a bit uncomfortable, and you might have to do a lot of this stuff scared or anxious. Tap through it, use your oils, and just do it anyway. Don't wait for the fear to go away. Just do it scared. So attend events. I know Haley touched on this before. I've touched on it because it is super, super crucial and important to your success. Stay immersed and connected. People that do are successful. So leadership retreat, I was just at the New Zealand boot camp, which is a friggin' phenomenal event. Loved every second of it. Convention, get your asses to convention. Make it happen. I don't want to hear, you know, I can't afford it, or you know, it's too hard with kids. Like pretty much all of us have kids. And the first year I went to convention, I was still on Centrelink. I sold stuff in my house to make it happen. I stayed in a caravan park. I was breastfeeding a little one still. If it's a priority to you, you'll make it happen. Otherwise, just using an excuse like I can't afford it means it's actually not a priority for you. And that's okay. Maybe you don't want to build a doTERRA business. But if you do, make things a priority. Go on the incentive trips. Go to business training in your area. Get on compact sourcing trips. You know, getting to the ranks of diamond and above, one of the biggest things is you can have the opportunity to go on compact sourcing trips, which is a life-changing opportunity. Jump on YouTube and watch my Jesse and Daryl in Kenya video to get an idea of the absolutely life-changing compact sourcing trips. I know Haley's been to Nepal as well and was absolutely transformed emotionally by that experience. And remember, if there's nothing happening near you, create it. And go to classes as well. Jump in classes, keep going to classes so you can learn and stay immersed. It is up to you. It's not up to your upline. It's not up to your downline. There's going to be no point blaming the government, your parents, school, life. You know, that's how I used to live my life, blaming all external factors for how shit it was for me. So the day I actually took personal responsibility for myself and started making choices to support a better life is the day things started to shift and change for me. So your actions, your business, your life, you get to write your story. Take responsibility for it. Is it worth it? What has my doTERRA business given me? The best friends and community in the world, serious personal growth, development, and healing, belief in myself, financial freedom, and the ability to make a difference. Like, I was just presenting at New Zealand boot camp, and hearing stories of domestic violence and horrific things over there. I was able to donate 5,000 New Zealand dollars to the Whangarei Women's Refuge, and Martha Nessler instantly matched my donation. And the work those women and men are doing over there to raise money and do good in their communities is amazing. Time and holidays with my kids and partner, and for me, so far I've been to British Virgin Islands, Fiji, New Zealand 3 times now, Hawaii several times, California, Salt Lake City, Ireland, Sedona and Scottsdale in Arizona, Bali, Puerto Rico, Italy, and all over this beautiful country, Australia. I get to live in a beautiful home. I've just moved to the coast. I live by the beach. I literally watch the sunrise over the ocean from my bed. It's freaking awesome. Ride my bike every day, do Pilates, eat awesome food, hang out with my kids, hang out with Daryl, work when I want to. So many celebrations. You know, as leaders, it's one thing like achieving diamond or blue presidential and walking down that lavender carpet and celebrating your own achievements. It's a whole nother thing to celebrate people in your team walking down that lavender carpet and achieving. So celebrating Haley and Ben, we see hitting diamond, and we'll soon be celebrating more rank advancements for them. Celebrating all of the beautiful people in my team that have hit diamond and above and hit silver, gold, and platinum, seeing them walk across that stage at convention, cheering them on, like feeling that emotion. I always cry like a baby because it's just means so much to me to even have any small part in helping them believe in themselves and succeed. Babe, I'm just on a webinar. Sorry. So freedom, bliss, joy, and fun, the ability to problem solve and overcome challenges and keep going. So I used to be someone that would just quit things as soon as they get hard. But because doTERRA means so much to me, I have to find a way up, over, around, under, whatever way to overcome challenges and keep going. And seeing and being part of it, duplicating and bettering countless other lives. Is it worth it, Ailey?
Yes. Yeah, like honestly, if 2.5 years ago you said that I would be where I am right now, I would have laughed in your face. Like 3 years ago, before I even got doTERRA, you know, I would have been like, no way. Like, you just don't think that this kind of thing is possible. You don't, like, my background is like corporate. I went to university, I got a degree, you get a good job, you work up the ladder, you know, that's the box. That's what you've been taught. And when you get out of that and you see all the other possibilities that are available to us, you just think like, what have we been taught, you know, and what have we been held back from? And I think when you find something that you're really passionate about, it's not a matter of is it hard, because I don't think building doTERRA is hard. I think what's hard is you know, people having to do FIFO because they have to earn an income and they're spending half their life away from their children. I think that's hard. You know, I think it's hard when my mother-in-law, her whole life for 30 odd years, did night shift in an aged care facility as a nurse, so then she could be at home with her kids during the day, and she basically lived off no sleep. Like, I think that's hard. You know, I think doTERRA is uncomfortable, and I think that we have to get over ourselves sometimes, and we have to grow as a person. And to be honest, that's the biggest gift that I've received so far. I mean, abundance and all that kind of stuff, the money, it's great. Like, we've moved up to the Sunshine Coast. We have, you know, a beautiful lifestyle up here, and we've only just begun. And I love the fact that we're just getting excited. We're just getting started, and everyone's just getting excited. Even Jesse's just getting started. You know, like, we're such a baby opportunity here in Australia and the world. It's quite phenomenal. So is it worth it? Heck yes. If you've got a fire in your belly and you don't know, just go out there, and the only way you're going to find out is by doing it, because that's how we succeed in this business, is by just doing the same thing every single day, opening up these little bottles of oils, sharing them with people, and changing lives.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. Thanks, Haley. So is it worth it? These are some of the photos of me and my man who just proposed to me like 4 days ago or something, and my sons Dominic and Ned. They absolutely love living by the beach, and I love being able to spend more time with them and have that freedom to, you know, we went to Tasmania for 10 days in the Easter holidays, and we go camping and bush bashing and have fun at the beach and ride our bikes, and it's an awesome lifestyle when you run your own business and you have the freedom to choose your hours and be at things that you want to go to. So this is some examples of celebrations at convention. The soiree that we had in Sydney was heaps of fun. We had a photo booth, we had a DJ, we were just dancing, and yeah, love your face there, Hayley, with your little crown on. Super sexy. And this is an example of celebrating people walking down that carpet, achieving diamond. That's Alison and her 2 daughters and a little boy behind her, and Anthony Bartolo. And like, you can see the joy on her face. Like, it's such a special moment to celebrate people achieving these ranks. I was made an Australian founder at the Sydney convention, which was awesome. And that's a photo of Daryl and I. We just got back from Italy on the presidential trip, and we got to drive classic Italian cars for the day. So that's an Alfa Romeo Spider, and we drove a little Fiat 500 to the park, and then went off and had dinner at Villa Urba, which was used in friggin' Ocean's 12 with George Clooney and Julia Roberts. Like, this is just crazy, crazy life stuff that, yeah, is super fun. I dressed up like espionage the day. I had my glasses and my scarf and it all going on. This is some of our team at Sydney Convention, and it's interesting to see the ripple effect of it growing over time. So the first convention, there was half a dozen of us. The second one, maybe 40, and we all fit on a table in a organic pizza place. And then, you know, we filled a whole restaurant, and then we hired out like a whole top half of a venue for Sydney One to have our party. So it just keeps on getting bigger. It's awesome to see the ripple effect. And personal transformation, as Hayley mentioned, is it is the biggest thing for me. Absolutely, is how I feel about myself. So you can see on the left the photos of me at my first convention when I was a brand new silver. You know, you can see how uncomfortable I am in my face in that top photo. Like, it's just so awkward, and my posture and how I'm holding myself and just everything about it. And then on the right is me in Salt Lake City getting recognized as Presidential Diamond. And I remember going to, in January, we went to Arizona for the Bloom Pres Summit. And there was actually a panel of owners on the stage, and someone in the audience asked a question, what keeps you guys going when it gets tough? Because obviously there's challenges in any business, and they've had to face their fair share of challenges. And Dave Sterling said the personal transformation. And he recalled me at that convention. That was the first time I've met him. And I got my trophy off him, didn't look him in the eye, and basically ran away and was super awkward and uncomfortable. And he was saying to see me there in Arizona, like, you know, totally different and transformed, looking in people's faces, making conversations, flying halfway around the world, everything I've achieved and the people I've helped. Seeing that kind of personal transformation keeps him going. So I was bawling in the back row, obviously. Davey is my favorite, Dave Sterling, his caramel voice. But yeah, and that I've seen this repeated throughout my team. People's confidence transform. I've seen Hayley's confidence transform and her self-love transform, and you know, just everything about her. She's always been a beautiful woman and had a beautiful heart, but to see that open up and blossom and her shine even more is a joy and a privilege to be a part of. All the feels, Hayley, all the feels. So action plan. Write down your top 3 priorities and take action on them in the next 3 days. Plan your months around rain-making activities, especially IPE. And eat the frog. Do the things you dislike the most in the morning and actually choose to make empowered choices. Remember to have fun. You are changing lives. I wish these planes would piss off. Thank you, plane. I got 99 problems, and they can all be solved by personally enrolling more people. Tapping, staying humble and grateful, and knowing that people's behavior is a reflection of their own pain solves the rest. And what do you do if you see someone acting out? Instead of like bitching out at them or sending them a message about how everything they're doing is wrong, maybe invite a hand to lift them, invite them to be a part of your events. Share from your heart, and culture can be molded by you and the way you show up, and kindness. Strategy. Ultimately help as many people as humanly freaking possible have these incredible oils, community, and opportunity in their life. The best strategy is creating an incredibly vibrant, kind, uplifting, life-changing culture that people want to be a part of. And once they have their oils, help them get them for free by sharing with their contacts, running classes for them, and enrolling their contacts with their enroller ID, even if they don't want to build. This wakes people up to sharing and building. Obviously, only if they're open to you kind of doing that for them. Help everyone, no matter whose team. Keep sharing, keep showing up, hold the vision, tap it out. Consistency, persistence, and momentum equals massive success. So where to find me? Facebook, search Jessie Reimers for my public page, facebook.com/getafreshstart. I'm on Instagram at Jessie_Reimers. My YouTube channel is Jessie Reimers. My website, getafreshstart.com.au. And she believed she could, so she did. stop sharing. So that's a wrap. We smashed that out in an hour and a half. That's like my entire business training. Obviously, I have people actually manifest and tapping and doing other activities when I do it for one, but I just wanted to live stream all the info so you've got it all, and now you can go out and regulate your doTERRA business. Any final thoughts, Hayley?
If I can do it, anyone can do it. And you probably think the same way, Jessie. Like, we all have our own challenges. Everyone's journey is different. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's in this business. Like, that's just going to derail you and get you sidetracked, and you're going to waste way too much time. So focus on your own strengths, focus on what's for you, focus on your people and the people that you can help and the sphere of influence you have, because no one else has that sphere of influence except for you, and that's your superpower. So you will have to overcome things. So when you get blocked, ask for help. That's the biggest thing. I did not ask for help early enough in this journey because I was independent. I was used to doing it all myself. So a big part of what doTERRA has brought into my life is releasing control over things and trusting and just doing the work and knowing that other people will as well. And learning from people who have been where you want to go. Like, we're all here. Like, the community that you have access to in doTERRA is phenomenal. Like, no other company has this, let alone no corporate facility or structure would ever have this kind of training system in place where you can go to absolutely anyone, anywhere in the world in doTERRA that you admire and ask for support and help. And they'll give you, if not a message, a part of their time or some access to their information, or, you can attend one of their trainings. They're going to give you something, you know what I mean? Because we are all in that place of service. And when you get up to these ranks, you can do the same thing because you're going to have people looking up to you as well. So I've got this plaque here, which I have on my desk, and we got given this when we went for Diamond, and it says, doTERRA, where ordinary people do extraordinary things. And I just think that is a beautiful, you don't need to be anything other than yourself to succeed in this business. And the sooner you can find your authenticity and just shine that through, you're going to do great guns.
Yeah, absolutely love it. You've nailed all of that so beautifully. Hayley, yep, just be yourself, go out and change lives. And honestly, this is the biggest thing. People just want to be heard by you. They want to have connection and they want to have that support and community and relationship. So be that person that listens, that's there for them, that supports, that encourages, that believes in people, and lift everybody, and you'll be wildly successful in doTERRA. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will email out resources. Hayley will email me some stuff to add in, and we'll get you the PowerPoint slides and all the resources that we've talked about on this training. Thanks for watching. Bye.